Hi guys, it's Annabella here. In today's video I'm going to give you a health update. I'm going to show you what I'm going to be cooking when I go away to the city for some medical tests and what I'm going to cook to take away as well. So sit down, get yourself a nice drink, some bone broth, coffee, some water, and let's have a chat. So anyone new to my channel, hi. I make some really amazing recipes, so make sure you check out my channel. And while I got you here, please subscribe. It makes such a big difference. Yeah, so do that, like and share the videos. Guys, it's been so hectic and full on. I've been packing for my trip and oh my goodness, I do feel stressed. But it's going to be over and done with soon. So tomorrow I'm getting my MRI, which I don't know, I'm looking forward to being over and done with. I don't get overly stressed about the MRI itself. I find it oddly relaxing. And then on Tuesday I'm getting a fine needle aspiration, which yeah, not looking forward to that, but hopefully it's going to go well. So they're going to do a fine needle aspiration for a cyst that's deep in my leg, so it's not like an external one. And they're going to try and suck out the stuff, whatever's in there. Fun, you know, attractive. And then they're going to put in some sort of nerve block and then see how that goes. There is a risk of bleeding with this procedure. I am not on blood thinners, nothing like that, but I just tend to bleed quite easily. So I'm just praying that it's going to go well and that there won't be any sort of heavy bleeding or anything like that. And at least, you know, red meat has so much iron and things like that. So from that point of view, hopefully it's okay. Yeah, so that's that. I've been telling myself it's going to be an awesome holiday. I've just decided to reframe it and that it's just going to be so amazing. We're going to a beautiful city and we're staying in a really lovely place, so it will be lovely. So the Monday is the MRI, Tuesday is the fine needle aspiration, Wednesday it's a chill out day, so that'll be good. I'm going analog, guys. I'm going to take some DVDs with us and some books, well, one or two, I don't know, I haven't worked it out. And I want to take some diamond painting with me because I love diamond painting and it's always good, I think, on any lifestyle to have some sort of craft or something you really love doing. So I need to kit up a diamond painting for that. So I'll just take a small one, which will be fun and a distraction. So I'm just determined, even though I have nerves right now, and I am just like a little scaredy cat, you know. I'm not the lion carnivore that some people are. I just, you know, I just get nervous. I get anxiety. Even though I do carnivore, I'm still, you know, flesh and blood and still have human emotions, you know, that stuff didn't get turned off on just going carnivore. I'm definitely more confident in myself and so much happier, but this has been scary stuff for me, and it's been since like before carnivore I had all this pain, and it took a brilliant doctor that was able to help me. It took, ironically, a carnivore to help another carnivore, and when I had my carnivore doctor, everything was a lot easier. So but regardless, that'll change, and I definitely have felt that fasting has helped with the chronic pain, but also that God has really been transforming my life. So just really wanting this trip away to be as pleasant as it can be. And I think that once I've got everything sorted out, guys, like all the packing, I've got most of it done, but I think that when I've got it all sorted out, then I can breathe, and then I'm just going to like watch old movies or something or do some craft. Yeah, so that's sort of the plan for that. For the trip, I'm taking steak, bacon, eggs, cream, and I'm going to be cooking my carnivore shepherd's pie recipe, which I highly recommend. It is so good, and I've made it so often. been doing like more chuck steak recently with some butter in the slow cooker, or just steak, bacon and eggs fried. But for the trip, because I don't know what the oven situation is like, so worst case scenario, we'll just heat it up in the microwave. But so I'll cook the carnivore shepherd's pie and Mum will eat some of it. So that'll be good, because I know that when she eats meals without veggies, her nerves are more settled. And I think it's just something about eating a lot of fat on carnivore. I think people think that carnivore is just like protein. They go, oh, that's why you feel so good. But it really is the fat, in all honesty, that makes such a difference for so many people. We've all been fat phobic, phobic of eating fat, where it's really the best thing for us. So now I want to show you what things I bought on Friday, what meat I bought, and we'll just do a little bit of food prep as well for the trip. So stick around for that, and also let me know how you're going. Have you been doing carnivore for a long time? Are you thinking about it? What health issues do you want to fix, or what health issues have been fixed with either keto, low carb or carnivore? So I really do want to know. So this is the meat. I think I'm going to take 2 chuck steaks, because I'm going to be encouraging my mum to eat more meat. So just look at that. It's got such beautiful marbling. So I'm going to cook that in the slow cooker, all being well. And then I have this beautiful New York strip, or porterhouse, in Australia, and I have 1 lot of bacon, which, guys, I plan to take 2 with me, but I ended up having bacon today and yesterday, so there's that. This is the other chuck steak that I got, and as you can see, it's got some really good marbling. What I do next is I want to marinate this today, because I don't really feel like wanting to take a whole bunch of herbs with me. So that's what I'm going to do, and then it will have pretty good flavour. So I can't wait to eat that one. So I'll just cut this baby open. I'll cut along here too. Yeah, this will be really nice. I am feeling pretty anxious, guys. I just feel like crying about it all, which is, I don't know, feels a bit silly, but anyway, just look at that. It just looks even more beautiful. Excuse the noise. Getting my trusted fork out just to make meat more tender post wisdom tooth extraction. Don't they look beautiful? So I'm going to be putting garlic powder, onion powder, and I think some thyme on this one. And then for the other steaks, I'll just keep it as garlic, onion, and onion powder. So, it's hard to do stuff one-handed sometimes. This really does make a difference, guys, with tenderizing your meat. So it is good for venting your spleen if you need to. So that's that. We'll flip these babies over. Whee! I'm wearing a friend's apron today just to protect my pretty dress. One of these days I'd actually like to have the money to buy some pretty pink aprons. Seriously, I love wearing pink. Well, I'm planning on wearing more stuff with pink this year. So they're all stabbed. It really does make a difference in tenderizing. I wouldn't do it if it didn't work. So I got my garlic powder, and let's get the garlic on there. I am attempting to travel lightly, which I've not always been able to do that, but I am getting better at it, guys. Yum. I do wish I was eating this today. I had the onion powder's not wanting to come out. Might have to shake it a bit. Okay. Okay, so now the onion powder. I know everyone's different with using herbs. It is a personal choice. I've done both. Okay, let's move this baby. Okay, and I forgot to get the thyme. Well, I'll do that after the go. Oh, that's too much. Anyway, so this will be really nice. The flavors will really develop. I don't normally, marinate. Is it even marinating if you're not putting liquid on it? I don't know, but if you do know, let me know. Guys, it is really hot here today. Oops, that's too much. I'll have to look at the holes there. I'll just cover my fingers a bit over it. So one of my friends told me it's really hot where he lives, and he's in Canada. Too much still. Yeah. Anyway, I said, well, how hot is it? And he said 0 degrees Celsius. It's like, wow, I can't even comprehend that. I can't even comprehend that being warm. I mean, I have lived in a colder area of Queensland. I'm messing this up a bit, but anyway, it's going to be good. I have lived in a very cold part of Queensland. I don't live there now anymore, but so we did get a lot of frost. We still get frost where I live. Oops. Yeah, so it's kind of surprising. It's close to 30 degrees here, Celsius. So I do have the air conditioning going, except for when I'm filming. Okay, and then let's try not to get too much this time around on here. Wishful thinking, I should just grab some sticky tape, but could not be bothered. But the smell of the herbs is really nice. So now I got a trusty plastic container I'm going to put this in to travel. So I'll just transfer these into our plastic dish. I really love the porterhouse steak or New York strips so much. They're absolutely my favourite now. Although I wouldn't mind getting some rump steak again. I think that's sirloin in America. Let me know. I do love the look of this so much. If I was, cooking at home, I think I would fry that and eat it as a steak. Cook it in the oven and everything. But I don't know what the situation is like for cooking. And I want, on the day I'm having procedure and the day after when I need to rest, I don't want to have to do anything. And I just slow cooking. I cook the chuck steak in some juices, no, not juices, in some water or stock if I have it, and some garlic and butter. And it's so yum and it's so easy, you don't have to do anything, which is what you want. So, and I'm definitely planning on having a lot of steak when I get home, which will be really healing for me. I just patted the chuck steak with some paper towels, and I tell you, just amazing, looks divine. So stab. Oh, I tell you guys, I'm going to be so happy when this is over and done with. So I just put the herbs on the chuck steak, and actually what I'm going to do is put some of it in here. So hopefully I don't need too many containers, but we'll just see. So I'll just squish that there. So I think that's all I'm going to be able to realistically get in there, I think. So I'll just put the lid back on and we will put it back in the fridge. So I fixed this meat up and decided to chop it a little bit smaller to fit it in here. Tell you guys, I wish I had known about cooking chuck steak. I mean, I had done it in the slow cooker before, but I didn't really have access to good chuck steak with a lot of fat, so I just didn't really enjoy it because, fat is everything. you know, to get meat with good marbling. I mean, just look at this. Seriously, that is so good. And I couldn't get it until now, till I discovered I could buy meat at Aldi, which is silly because I had bought meat at Aldi before, but I just didn't realise, you know. I guess we go on our journey with Carnivore, with how we cook and prepare things. So that has managed to fit in there, which is pretty good. I'm happy with that. Help if I press record. Seriously. So guys, here it is. We've got nearly 3 kilograms of steak, and we have some bacon. I'm going to take some eggs and some cream and some butter and some cheese. So we are eating really good in my family. So yay, that's done. I'm so relieved. I've seriously been so stressed about this. So I feel very glad this is sorted out, because you know what it's like on Carnivore. Eating at home is fine, but it's a bit difficult traveling. So now I have been frying the minced meat, and I'm just making a bit more than normal because I can. And then I've put some herbs in and some not sour cream, but you could do that, I guess. Some cream cheese. So I'll just add some cream. I didn't measure it, guys. I tell you, this is going to be so comforting. Like, I need to do this myself because sometimes I have been stressed out and I have cheated. But if I can remember, I've got something as amazing as this, and instead of giving into the carbs, I could eat this. So that's just about done. There's another element to it, but I'm not going to put it in the oven right now because I want to hurry up and get ready to church, to go to a Bible study. So it looks pretty lovely, and I'll put it in this square casserole dish. Yay! Oh, it's heavy. But it's definitely going to hit the spot. It's going to be really nice after traveling. Plus, guys, I love it when my mum eats like this because she just feels so much better. So I'm just going to get some foil and we'll cook it in a bit. But I got to hurry up now. Hi, loves. I went to church and had an amazing time. I'll just show you our fake potato part of this dish. I ended up adding some more cream cheese into the mincemeat because I cooked some mincemeat and I put a little bit of cream cheese, and I know me, guys, I'll forget to eat it. That's just a fact. So I added in there, so extra nourishment. So I've got some more grated cheese, and I'll just add it into our shepherd's pie. Oops. It's going to be so yum. Kind of sad I won't be eating any of it tonight, but it's going to be absolutely perfect. So, yay. And I'm going to have some dinner when this is cooked. So I'll put this in the oven. I got the oven heated up, and yeah, then I'm just going to buzz around and do some stuff, and I'll be with you later. Bye. Hi darlings, I'm back. It's now Tuesday. I had my MRI last night. It was very emotional. I'm glad it's over. And this morning I had my fine needle aspiration. Yeah, so I'm glad that's out of the way. As you can see, have some very special guests at the accommodation I'm staying at. Some cute little guinea pigs. It's so adorable. And I'm just showing you my diamond painting that I'm going to start doing, and just one of the views here. It's so nice to see the horse, and yeah, so that was really nice. So I cried around the time of the MRI, and I was really teary today with the fine needle aspiration. I had my ultrasound maybe November 23, and I had so much severe pain even before that, you know, before I went carnivore. That was one of the biggest reasons for me going carnivore. But lately I've been able to do more, and I'm just going to keep doing my best, you know, push to a certain degree, you know, and then rest and keep doing my best. And I'm just going to be hopeful that I'm going to be well before I know it. I decided not to film me. I look very pale now. But I just wanted to thank you for your support. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for sharing my videos. I feel so thankful and grateful to you all. You know, I get a message sometimes like, where's your next videos? I miss you. I love your videos, and that means so much. And I'm just, yeah, incredibly grateful to you. And so I'm going to go. My mum's going to have the shepherd's pie tonight. I'm going to have the chuck steak because honestly I'm just craving just pure meat. So that'll be a really nice dinner. Yeah, so I just want to do the craft, do a bit of reading. I want to make this into a holiday. So at least the medical part of it's over. My leg is hurting a bit, and it's really hurting me right now while I'm talking, but I just want to say hi and say I love you, which I really do, especially my regulars and everyone that comments. I'm just so grateful to you, and I love you all so much. So you take care, let me know how you're going, and I really hope you enjoyed this video. Yeah, so bye.